Never have three demons hated each other so deeply as the Thricefold Discord. The three heralds of Slaanesh have a long and thoroughly entwined history of stepping on each other's toes and generally humiliating one another. After one too many undermined strategies and plans gone awry, as a result of these three feuding commanders, they were brought before Silesk, the vengeful Adedians, to answer for their constant irritation of everyone around them, rather than slaying them outright. Silesk devised a far more sadistic punishment, forcing them to form their own allegiance and work together. Their sentence would be served within the Death Gorge, home to 1,000 frozen souls, and in the generosity, Silesk only requested that they recover 666 of said souls from within to earn their redemption. Leading the trio is Vexmore, known throughout the realms as the excessive indolent, owing to his habit of luring his prey towards him without lifting a finger. This hulking brute of a herald carries a set of beautifully wrought soul chimes, capable of tugging free the souls trapped within the Everwinter's treacherous glaciers. It is said that to hear the singing of the Thricefold Discord together to the wail of the soul chime is so horrendously discordant that it can instantly send a warrior into agony. Despite the distinct advantage over those competing for frozen life stuff, Vexmore struggles with the many perils of the Death Gorge, which often forces him to swim, climb, or outrun clouds of freezing mist. He holds a particular hatred for the sorcerer Vashti's, who he claims is much too lazy and does not pull her weight due to an over-reliance on her sorcery. Vashtis the Coiled vehemently disagrees with Vexmore's accusations, claiming that her serpentine sorcery is actually the backbone of their allegiance, and that the Discord would be useless without her. Those affected by Vashtis' magic become convinced that they are unbeatable, attacking with an absence of judgment and renewed scorn for their allies that leaves them vulnerable. She despises Lasgivir immensely, for she is convinced that the swift and skilled assassin believes himself better than everyone else. Creeping through the shivering shadows is Lasgivir, who has named himself the Bladed Blessing, due to the delicious pain they inflict upon their opponent with their whirling daggers and claws. This herald is fortunate enough to boast 4 arms with which to simultaneously deliver their dark gifts. Lasgivir is never happier than when they are dicing up delectable ale for a human victim, the terror of death sending them into instant raptures. They are convinced that Vexmore is out to claim all the credit for their feats of carnality, however, and always has a blade ready for the day that his holy excessiveness crosses the line. Whether this band of torturers and hypocrites can harmonize long enough to recover 666 souls remains to be seen. Though each is powerful in their own right, the Discord's mission has put them on a collision course with other soul-seeking adversaries, some so desperate for the Death Gorge's bounty that they may prove truly formidable opponents. With such a bloated bounty of souls to be found within the Death Gorge, it is small wonder that the Idoneth have been attracted to it like moths to a flame. Retrieving this priceless resource is a nigh impossible task for most, however, as the malevolent Everwinter will reap new adventurers faster than they can reap for themselves. Many groups of Idoneth have struck out in desperate expeditions into Death Gorge over the years, but very few have managed to come back alive. High King Vulturnus himself came very close to forbidding the plumbing of the gorge, for the losses sustained were costing the elves more than the soul troves retrieved. The Idoneth's high hopes for the Death Gorge now lie solely on the shoulders of Tidecaster Serini. As cold and serene as the seas she hails from, Serini is accustomed to the dangers of the ice floes and crushingly dark depths of her home. She has long been stationed at a perilous iron rack outpost deep within Algo's seas, and her dominion over deep water magic has earned her the nickname Serini of the Abyss. She is accompanied by her loyal spirit guardian, Sephania, who has been trained to detect the lingering traces of trapped souls. Sephania sniffs out each sealed treasure, while Serini uses the pressure of the abyss to crack through the glacial layers of the Everwinter's rime. Serini's two dedicated Namati attendants are no less deadly. They wear soul siphon mantles over their reinforced armor that harness scraps of soul energy to ward off attacks, which Serini hopes will keep them alive long enough for her to carry out her desperate task. Each one was handpicked from amongst the rank of the Iron Rack for their martial prowess, and carry custom Lanmari blades with serrated razor sword tips, capable of sawing through even the Deathgorge's glacial walls. Alethea is unmatched in her devotion to her mistress, and would gladly fall in battle if it means Serini could claim more prizes for their people. Alethea's quick-witted battle tactics have surely kept the racers alive as long as her mistress owned magic, for her veteran experience has left her with lightning-fast reflexes and mind alike. Second of the Tidecaster's bodyguards is Renglaith, hailed as a prodigy with a blade from a young age. He lacks Alethea's patience, but is no less lethal, preferring to use his weapon as an extension of his own body in an elegant dance of death. Alone, he will often rush ahead without thinking of the consequences and let his blade speak louder than words. But with Alethea to temper him, he is slowly becoming strong in mind as well as body. If the Idoneth can harness the souls of the Deathgorge as a permanent supply stream, it may just alter the course of fate for their people. Placing the fate of an entire race in the hands of 3 individuals, including 2 Namati no less, is a dangerous gamble indeed, for a paltry smattering of mortal lives is nothing before the Everwinter's eternal clutches.
This is Mats again, chiming in to thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and to not miss out on future content, ring the bell as well. And if you really liked this video, feel free to click the thanks button just below this video. And if you want to support me even further, you can now become a channel member and claim the title of Critical Focus fan. Until next time, take care, bye.